This is a beautiful 1962 Ford Galaxie XL 500 two-door hardtop. This is a survivor car. I really like the white with the red interior. Interior is gorgeous, just like the outside of the car. It's amazing how nice this 1962 car is.
Well, I said that last night on the broadcast with the Washington Post. Joe the plumber was a failure. Their effort to get Joe the plumber into the selection to be a factor was a complete failure, which is to suffice that they really had no plan. They were winging it. Obama was never winging it.
I have looked this car over a lot, and I've been underneath it. You know, I've been in the trunk and the engine compartment and everywhere. And I got to tell you, I haven't seen a cleaner, unrestored car. I'm amazed how nice it is. I can tell by looking at it in every aspect of it that this car has actually been kept inside. Doesn't look like it's really been driven in the rain. And if you look at the photos on my website, you can see the underside real well. It's not been cleaned or anything. It's it's original, but it hasn't been driven out in the rain where it's got all sorts of crud and crap on the bottom of it or anything. It's clean. It's like the trunk. The trunk has got the original floor mat in it. Well, you don't get that unless you stay out of the rain, because you start getting moisture in the trunk, and as the car gets older, that's what happens to them. They'll start leaking water, and then they get all grody looking and everything, and that's not the case in this car. The carpets are beautiful. I kept looking at them and stuff, and they're original. I mean, but they haven't gotten wet over the years. So you take a look at, I mean, just like I was telling you, look how nice that underside of that trunk lid is. That's the same thing. If they get wet, they get moisture on there, and pretty soon you get bubblies and little rust bubbles and this and that on there, and we don't have any of that. This car has been unrestored. I have looked it all over. Again, like I say, there's some chips in the paint, not very big. I don't think there's not a dent in it. There is a dent in the rear bumper, which you'll see in this next clip right here. I think you can see it. If not, it's coming right up. It's on this right-hand side. The original owner had it in the garage and had it running, and it somehow or another got in reverse, and it was backing up, and it's right in this spot, right by the tail light there. There, see? Right there, you can see it. A little bit. It doesn't show up very much, but nothing's been done to this car. Nothing has been changed on this car. It's just the way it came from the factory. Now, I did notice a little bit of discoloration difference on the hood from the fenders, but can't find any damage. We think that it was repainted, but we're not positive about that. None of the owners repainted it, so I'm assuming maybe it got scratched at the dealership before it was sold, and they repainted it. And the hood ornament on here, I was told that there's only 200 of those been put on these cars, and this is one of those cars that has it. So I don't know anything about that, but you look at the pictures, they don't show that hood ornament on there. Yet the holes underneath the car are there for it. Look how nice that grille is and that front bumper. I mean, this car has been well cared for its whole life. So if you want something nice, you don't want to spend $50,000 and you want something that's very drivable, we put new tires on it. One of the tires was not even legal, so we ended up putting 4 brand new tires on it, and it did have an exhaust leak on the right manifold, and we took the manifold off and cleaned it up and put it back on, so it runs nice and quiet. This car runs really well and drives really well. So I hope you enjoy looking at this car, and I hope it's a car that you would like to own. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're at all interested, give us a call. Go to our webpage, draegers.com, and see more photos of this car. Thank you.